this will be an interesting matchup in our one and only best of 3 that we will be casting for you viewers today, which is going to be Alliance versus Winstrike here on the B stream. Hopefully you guys will enjoy what we are up going up against. Hero Hunter right away to start things off with. Let's put that in the background. Alliance will be on the Radiant and Winstrike on the dire side of the map. And Alliance considered the heavy favorite here pre-match. See if Winstrike can prove them wrong.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Does FNG start with enchant level 1? Is the big question. Do we go heal first? There is an Oracle going up against though. Yeah. So it will be Kick, DK Fogus, and TSA up against Nico Baby and FNG. Looking for the root, but too far away to catch. Well, in the top lane, we have Hansken and S4 going up against Chikirao on the Troll Warlord. Of course, the mid lane matchup's going to be an interesting one as well, seeing the TA up against the Void. So once again, like semi-ranged versus full melee. And FNG, gotta be a bit careful here. Kick will force FNG a bit backwards, force maybe some regen out of him.
The blood flows.
There's a lot of regen on edge though.
Oh boy.
At least racks up a nice amount of damage with double Fairy Fire, so +4 on top of the 50 that he already has.
Is always ready for a fight.
And here's the mid lane matchup. So we got Limp and yeah. Have Young G under the name of Lorenov. Nickname change, anyone? Yep. And we'll focus on that. S4 chasing off the troll here behind the tier 1 tower. Bit of harass coming S4's way. The root will connect as well. So the Shukuchi running out, but doesn't really mind the current situation. It's good to have the Tusk at that level 2 and have the Tusk help out a lot more. Have some kind of initiation power. Once they have that level 2, they can try to go for either, depending if you want to go charge or snowball, but definitely tag team as one of the abilities and just run at them. But bottom lane, Nico Baby sitting at 9 CS. We've got 4 on the Mars right now, so DK Focus not as much right now. The lane is pushing in his favor though, so right in front of his own tower. And the best thing is that they have blocked the easy camp, so there's no pulling capability here. FNG could potentially, he's already cut down one of the trees to the hard camp to use that for his advantage and try and pull. Right now, they're just letting the brawl happen as it is, as they have Nico Baby at level 3. And that Impetus Spear, this is completely different. Yes, yes. Oh yeah, kick might be the first casualty. S4 should be fine. Oracle 1 hit away from dying, pops the salve. Bit of jukes here in the trees. Hansken cannot close the gap, so just in time, Chikiro throws the throwing axes there to slow down the Tusk, and Kick will survive with the usage of that self. But Tusk has his full combo already, will only need to pop that mango. Won't go for it though, Kick doesn't allow the opportunity for it. Still no kills on the board. But as the current situation is like this, Arkle has to get more regen from the courier that just arrived. Going back to base, and it's going to have to come all the way back again to this lane. Allows S4 to apply pressure on the troll. Hansken, however, isn't making any moves on the troll when he probably could have had an opportunity that Kick can't really intervene. Now they put the ops ward as well. They see the location of him as well. Hansken's fine, but at the same time, Rubik forced away from lane. Mars is going to have to solo lane this bottom lane for now. FNG doesn't have the mana to punish DK Focus with Impetus Spears right now, so this is a lacking situation. The Pounce will also miss from Nico Baby, so they won't get the trade. He also doesn't get the courier that just arrives for DK Focus. And FNG, he gets the sentry kill, but realizes where he's placed his own sentry, so he's just gonna deny after right placing it. Go. Takes a few hits to deny that, though. Hansken. Kick is pinging the location, but no backup for now. Yeah, the bounties are coming in. It should be Hansken. Alright, takes one. And nasty harass coming on Hansken. Doesn't want to overextend that. Kira could have maybe intervened at that point, but no. Still 0 kills on the board, and both teams trading and farming. And they find a TA. They're going to put some harass here as FNG's there with the skeletons. They break the shield, and FNG, with the help of Limp and the DD Rune, they get first blood for Alliance. And that is, I would almost say, the most important kill here right now for Alliance, because they're slowing down the power spike for TA by a minute at least, maybe even 2 if they keep on going. But then again, Nico Baby left alone in the bot lane, has TSA and DK Focus harassing him, only down to half HP. And once Slark hits that level 6, his lane is going to get much easier. Kick gets the courier, 2 HP remaining on that courier, but then again in the mid lane, they're still going back onto Young G, and he will fall. So FNG with a second kill. I did not see how that rotated, but Kips, you probably saw the whole action.
Structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower's in trouble. Which one, Dire again? Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
And once again, the aggression, Limp, they get half HP at least from TA, but Youngji will live. Nice sharp block from Hansken, keeping Shakiro away from them. Meanwhile, TSA will go down to Nico Baby, who is very low, so is FNG. But DK Focus, no soul ring in his use. It's sitting in his stash, so not enough mana to try and punish Nico Baby. And that's your level 6 Slark as well, so he will regenerate always when he's out of vision. So punishing the Slark out of lane has to be a one-shot kill, otherwise you are using a lot of resources just trying to punish him and look for a kill, but he will just go back to full HP. Now Hansken's also moved towards the bottom lane. They've got the web onto DK Focus. Snowball, get the stun, and they bait at least a TP rotation from TSA. And Kick is coming in as well. Nico Baby taking the front line. They're really showing dominance here, that you don't want to mess with us. Bit of camp stacking around. S4 realizes there's a double stack there. There are not really that much stacks, at least in the Winstrike side of the jungle. There's no stacks here either for Alliance, so I would expect that they start stacking for this TA soon enough, like maybe in the few minutes to come. At least the Ancient Camp, if they can hold this bot lane, keep that tower up, and try and spike up the TA as much as they can, because if you look at the net worth, TA's 5th. Those 2 deaths really punished her, so she is more afraid now that she's lost her tower as well, and rotations are coming in. Void Spirit going top. Very low HP Troll Warlord. Limp trying to catch up here. Troll dropping low. Here comes Limp, and that's your kill. Just like that. Troll has no time to react to that. Limp gets a kill there.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
And FNG will now feel the hate from Winstrike, so we'll get impaled on the wall of the arena. DK Focus will get the first kill for Winstrike, but here comes Limp jumping into the middle. Mars is very low on HP and will fall, so Hanskin gets credited with the kill. TSA trying to make a run for it, but it's not going to happen. This time the snowball will connect. The damage is there. Nico Baby gets the last hit as well. So 2-0 for this Slark, and it ends up being a 2-for-1 trade in favor for Alliance. And the bounties as well snatched. Looks like it's a 3-for-1.
Dire's top tower might be going down! Dire's top tower is under attack! Dire's top tower is under attack!
But this is a big problem for Winstrike because they were probably expecting to be ahead. But right now, it's definitely not their scenario, so they have to adjust and adapt to this. TSA Limp is playing super aggressive, and he makes it pay off in the end as TSA falls. Young G not able to jump into that. No. And DK Focus got to be careful. There's 3 players approaching him. S4's around. Hanskin's right behind the corner. Hello, DK. And DK Focus will be the next casualty here. They will get FNG killed, but well, does he get denied even? No. Limp will be given the kill. So they're just tanking the hits for their mid player to get the kill. That's we could almost say appreciation and worth. They want to get this Void online. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Thanks.
8-2 on the scoreboard. Limp putting more aggression once again, just assuring dominance here in this mid lane, forcing TSA and Young G away from there. Meanwhile, Winstrike with 3 heroes. DK Focus, Kick, and Chikirao here right next to the tower of the bottom tier 1, so they might be able to take that. But Nico Baby's around to find the Slark.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We are too scared to initiate on him. But for good reason. I don't think they might even be able to kill the Slark in time. Still has his ultimate and everything. Been trying their best and it's been working out really well. Now they end up finding Hanskin, so they get themselves a kill with the Arena of Blood. DK Focus will be credited with that. TSA finds Limp, but doesn't go for the lift. I mean, if they can kill Limp, that would be huge for Winstrike at this point, because they can just open up their game through that. They have their Blink Dagger on TA and 50 gold. but it's just a blink dagger at that point, so it's only a blink meld strike at level 1 right now, at level 9, so it doesn't really even do much of a dent here on most of these heroes. And goodbye, Oracle.
Dominate!
You must learn to live with the void inside.
Agreed. Yeah, he's just playing aggressive. He doesn't care right now. He's doing what he's supposed to do right now, and I really enjoy watching this because they're applying the pressure that they can right now, which is Alliance, and they can just take their map control in time. They've got time to place some good wards around them. You can see that there's the cliff sentry placed down. It's too far away from this ops ward, so they also have the entire top area. But like you mentioned before, the triangle is still available for Winstrike, and they have that bottom tier 1 tower up and running. So not all of their vision and their area has been lost, but they cannot get to this bottom tier 1 tower and take Alliance's tower down yet. They've been here for quite some time.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Well, now they're going. There's DSH Akira coming in from the right with a troll. They've got the arena. They will pierce Nico Baby on the wall. The snowball to buy a bit of time. He pounces out of the pit. And Hansken will get a nice shard block to keep DK focused away with TSA with a body block. So they will get Hansken killed. But Nico Baby was the big target. He got away. But that's also the 15-minute bounty rune. So a bit of extra economy going in favor for Winstrike. But it's still 2 bounties for Alliance. And they keep their carry alive.
Radiant's bottom tower's still there, but not for long. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Just a little bit. Well, Young G's now 800 gold away from getting his Desolator, but it's not going to be in time for this team fight that's about to break loose in bottom. Nico Baby will find kick. And the shard block from Hansken as well. DK Fogus in trouble. So that's a secondary kill.
Double kill.
Very nice from the Tusk. I was like, shards, all right.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
And TSA gets it as well. Akira's got to be careful here. There's some Alliance players around. There's even a Limp right nearby. So instantly out of there. They realize this area hasn't been safe for maybe the last 6 to 7 minutes. It's still not safe to go in there. But they are smoked up. And who are they looking for? If they can catch Limp in the river in the mid lane. But there's an ops ward, so if their smoke pops, this will give him all the vision. So he's relying on the security of his vision. Maybe even bait with Rubik. Actually, we'll use the Shukuchi to scout around, and Winstrike will be left empty-handed. They won't find anyone here. Nico Baby level 13 defeasibly. Yasha, almost Sanjin Yasha completely built, so that's going to take away a bit from the crowd control that's being applied onto him. Also, the damage output from Slark goes up by a lot. Now they go limp into the jump into the middle. They've got the troll. Jakiro will get away. Hunskin blocks his own teammate, and he's still on the run for it. And now he pops his ultimate, turns around for the team fight, and Winstrike looking for it. And here comes CA with the Desolate. They take down Hunskin. That's one. Nico Baby trying to take down the troll warlord. Here comes the Arena of Blood as well, and Nico Baby will fall as well. Winstrike find two, and they're still keeping up the pressure here. Alliance are now backing away, and suddenly out of nowhere, a team called Winstrike finds their courage and maybe even find more kills. TSA, they find S4, but S4 is just going to Shikuchi his way away, and this tier 1 tower is history.
The fortifications. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we're 18 minutes, almost 19 minutes into the game. Roshan has not been contested so far by either team, and Winstrike winning the previous fight. And as I just talked about Roshan, look who's going in. So Alliance decide to make the move here. And they're completely in hiding from Winstrike, so Winstrike have no idea until now. They need to go for either a smoke play, but I think it's too late at this point. They won't be able to contest this in time, so first Roshan Aegis going for Alliance. Oh, definitely. You want to have it on the Slark. He's on a very good game right now. He is going to get stronger from here. Very tanky as well when that Sanjin Yasha finally arrives in this pocket. And a smoke up from Alliance as well. They get some information that Kick has just stolen their outpost. There might be someone else around. There's Jakira with the troll. Winstrike moving around. TSA coming in with the Shikuchi, but he doesn't see on the high ground. Now he does, and he will get initiated on, but the Shikuchi, is it enough for TSA? Very low. Hanskin won't get the shards to block, so Rubik gets away. They pop the smoke, and no casualty loss so far, but 7 seconds. Bounty runes are going to spawn, and that outpost will be taken away. So Winstrike are deprived of XP as both outposts are being held by Alliance. And they are holding the high ground advantage. And here we go. They've got the arena. They found him some targets, and FNG will be blown up first. There's the snowball from Hanskin. Meanwhile, TSA tanking some hits in the background. He will be taken down. Hanskin will fall. Now onto the troll warlord. He pops his ulti just in time and turning around into Limp, and Limp will fall as well. And Alliance is struggling as 4 is also dead. Only 2 heroes remaining with the buyback coming in from the Enchantress. FNG keeping him busy, and they need to get Young G out of here because Nico Baby is chasing this TA. FNG, dieback, and Nico Baby might just seal the deal. He does have an Aegis though, but this is fantastic for a Winstrike at this point. They spear him on the wall, they pop the Aegis, but he does have a pounce ready, so they will just instantly disengage from here. They see that there's people slowly coming up and some TP, so they're out of there. Winstrike turn it into their advantage.
Got it.
They were expecting, though. I mean... Oh, yeah, definitely. He wants revenge for that. Can he catch TSA? Shards? Nice shards. Hanskin's been on point with these most of the time, and TSA will get his life to Nico Baby with a double kill, so that's revenge.
Sure.
This could still lead into anyone's game, but this is exactly the TA power spike with 800 gold towards that BKB, so that on TA makes her a real force to be reckoned with.
Illusion.
What about Troll? We haven't actually looked at Troll. Yasha, Basher, BKB on the works.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Is under attack. A golden thread.
Yep. what do you think right now? What Alliance need to do? What's their strat? Are they gonna just wear out the TA power spike? Do they want to put any aggressive plays? Because right now you can see that they're playing much more defensively on their own side of the map. They're not being next to their tier 2 towers. They're not inside the dire jungle farming aggressively. Limp in the trees, goes for the jump in onto TSA. All right, let's remove him from the game. Hansken will also die, but at least a return kill. Limp gets out of there. S4 on the chase, Diffusal Blade onto DK Focus. Got the Crab Orchestra, but only giving a bit of vision, but they won't go with that minus armor. So it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Dire's bottom tower don't look good.
Oh, definitely. 4,000 in gold and 2k in XP for Alliance. Not a huge lead, just a tiny one. In terms of objectives, more to say. I mean, 2 and 2 on both towers, but they have one Roshan taken in between. They didn't get the best out of their Aegis usage. Maybe the second one will do a bit better for them. But I have to say, from Alliance, at least, Limp has definitely worked out really well with Hansken. You can say whatever you want that this guy has died 5 times this game. He has had like 80%, 85% of the time he's throwing a shard, it connects in a way that it's just perfect. He's missed a few, but he's given it a really good, valuable attempt. So I would not give any hate for this guy. He's doing what he can on this hero.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Yep.
That should help.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Oh, definitely.
Dire's top tower.
Chikiro almost has his BKB up and running, so that's gonna be big for the Troll Warlord. He's had the opportunities to use his ultis pretty well. I mean, the reason why is if you just simply look at Alliance's draft, they don't have the lockdown that's really required to just change stun and control. So I think Slark might want to start building into that later on. He's gonna go for a BKB. So I would really like to see a Basher maybe on the Slark just to mitigate a bit of the damage once you start building into Abyssal Blade and have the Vanguard on top to reduce the TA's damage output. Same thing with the Troll. But Winstrike, they're not giving any chill here. They're going to go straight towards bottom with a 4-man smoke. They reveal Chikiro in the lane. S4.
Haste!
They are waiting. They did see the haste being taken by Hansken, and Alliance think that there's something up, but they're going to bait with Chikiro, and the rest of Winstrike is actually moving away. So that's very close that Disaster doesn't strike them at that moment, but they're ready to go back. The smokes have ended. Alliance now see Chikiro coming back in.
Top tower is under attack.
And who goes first?
First,
Limp will take the first move. The taunt is there, but it's not enough to blow him up, and he pops his BKB and his ulti as well. Nico Baby now taking the full run from the Troll Warlord. The damage will be dealt here. Nico Baby still in the fight. Hansken dropping really low as well, and this Troll will just chew him down. Nico Baby on the run now with the BKB running out as well. FNG in the middle of the battle, while Kick will be taken down as well. S4, he's still being stunned. They've lost the Troll Warlord though, and Alliance have a chance. They have an opportunity to turn this fight around. And TP's out. TSA out. TA out. DK Focus. He will at least stay here, but Winstrike managed to secure 2 of their heroes back home. DK Focus not as lucky.
I'm sensing a pattern here. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Hey, bottom tower. Dire's middle tower.
Well,
is
Alliance are
under
now
attack.
applying pressure. There's still 2 heroes dead for Winstrike for the next 20 seconds. They find Young G, but he's got a refraction on, so the blink will go through. S4 and Limp is right on top of the TA. They lost their charges. Nico Baby coming into the fight as well, but Oracle ulti will be expended here, and he will be blocked into the shards and the trees. So make that a dead TA. That's a big pickoff. 70 seconds gone. Does have a buyback available, but probably not going to use it. And Alliance, I think they're going to check on Roshan, but still 1.5 minutes until Roche is going to be up.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Vanished, but not gone.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle
That's your
tower is
mid-tier 2
taken
tower.
a dirt
Gulan
nap.
taken by Alliance. Now they've placed themselves a courier in the Roche pit to give the vision for
Dire's bottom tower
Roshan
is
to
under
spawn. There's
attack.
also a TA trap this time, so Winstrike will probably not pass away the Roshan attempt another time, I mean. They already gave away the first, and they had no idea that Alliance were doing it. Or probably did, but just didn't want to contest it at all. But Alliance around Winstrike on their side of the map. Limp with the blink aggressively onto the Troll Warlord. Have the taunt coming out. And again, BKB and ulti right away, straight onto Limp. And there's the Arena. There is a Weaver Axe, however, so S4 is making some saves happen here. So Limp is fine, going on the aggressive hero into the backline, while Chikira is now in trouble. He has no one around, not even the Oracle, and they're all just dying on Winstrike, and Alliance are punishing Winstrike right now. I have to say, S4 just played perfectly in that moment. DK Focus will also fall, make that a 4th death here for Winstrike, and Alliance have really broken Winstrike at this point, because now they can go to high ground, get themselves some objectives, and head straight towards Roshan, who is just respawned.
Come on, Sprites.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Dire's top tower is falling. Radiant's showing no mercy to Dire's top barracks. Dire's top barracks has
That's your top racks gone for Alliance. Winstrike left to lick their wounds. 15 seconds for the troll to be up, and Alliance will head straight towards the Roshan pit, farm the jungle camps, and head straight there as Roche is up. And yeah, not gonna whack a meepo this time. So Winstrike, their power spike's pretty much over. They can still try and itemize to try and deal out damage. How do they save this Oracle? How do you outplay S4 hunting this Oracle the whole time? He doesn't have the money to even buy a Ghost Scepter.
Got it.
It fills me with nothingness.
Well, smokes will pop, Limp will jump into the fight, and Oracle in the front line. That's not what you want to have. And Kick will fall instantly. He will go for the buyback to join into this fight. And DK Focus, they've got someone impel on the wall. It's S4. So the Weaver's gone. Nico Baby dealing heavy damage here. DK Focus will fall as well. Now they have Young G in the middle of the battle. They will take down Hunskin. Maybe if they can, they will. And now with the TP trying to go out from this fight, Nico Baby trying to hunt down Chikirai, and Chikirai is left alone. That means Winstrike will lose all of their heroes. Pretty much, TA the only survivor, and Alliance will now secure the second Roshan for themselves. You do not want to have Oracle in the front.
Man, him and that ages. Glad I never messed up that bad.
There is a butterfly coming for the TA, and we can actually look at buyback status at this point, where you can see Troll, Tusk, and the Void are the only one who have buyback up right now. So if Winstrike end up losing another team fight, they are probably going to have to give up this first game for Alliance. If they do manage to wipe out Alliance, though, they can still have a lot of objectives to take down, so it's not the end of the world for Team A. But right now, they are so far ahead that they can keep up this pressure and make the initiatives, make the moves for themselves. Lip is pushing the bottom tier 2 tower, which is the last outer tower. NicoBaby is quite alone in mid, though. He does have an Aegis, so he might just want to bait out Winstrike, and he's going aggressive. First hit bash as well from Shakira, and here comes the spear, impaled onto the ice shards, but here's the snowball save from. They will lose the bonk. It will not hit down anything. The silence is still on Mars. He might have to pop his ultimate, and there we go. He has it up. NicoBaby, that Aegis might pop in just a few seconds. Hans is still being shoot down, but Shakira, he will take down the Tusk, and Tusk is not flying back to this fight. It's too far away. NicoBaby still with the BKB up and running, trying to make some hits happen. Lip trying to chase away Young G, and Alliance is still holding their ground, so it's a 1-for-1 trade on both sides. Rubik will be up in 25 seconds as well, but that tier 3 tower is slowly falling down. Winstrike, what do they have left? There's no arena, there's no BKBs, there's no ult on the troll either. It's going to be a desperate attempt to try and jump in, because Lip can just instantly disengage if that's the case, but NicoBaby will be the target here, but he instantly gets E-Weaver ulted as well, so he will be healed up. Oracle goes down, Lip is just chewing down the back line. They will also lose Shakira, so the troll is gone, and just like that, they take the racks, they get themselves 2 kills, and GG is called, so Winstrike will give game 1 to Alliance.